That's me, Abby Hannafin. I spent a morning a couple weeks ago making paper with Jennifer, the woman making faces behind me. Jennifer works for Thistle Farms, a nonprofit business for women who have survived prostitution, trafficking, addiction, and life on the streets. By hand, the women create natural body care products that are as kind to the environment as they are to the body. All sales proceeds benefit Magdalene, the residential program where the women live in community for 2 years. I'm obviously not the biggest help when it comes to making paper. Luckily, Mr. Kristof, that wasn't in your job description.
The thistle is our symbol because it's a weed, it's rough, it's prickly, but it has a deep taproot and it'll bust through concrete to survive. It'll survive drought, but then when it blossoms, it's a plush, royal purple flower.
Jennifer will tell you that her life cycle has been like that of the thistle, scraggly weed to unexpected purple blossom. Our conversation started with a flashback to her 12-year-old self, using drugs and running away from a physically abusive alcoholic of a father and a sexually abusive uncle. By 17, she was married and had a child, but soon after was sucked back into a dark world of drugs.
And now I ask myself, why was I not feeling good enough to where I had to put chemicals in me to feel better?
Despite having to sell her body to nurse her drug addiction, intermittent jail sentences, more abuse, and suicidal thoughts, hope found her when a priest referred her to Magdalene in a confessional booth.
And then I started healing, and now that I love myself and I know that I can, when a woman walks in the door, I can still see it in their eyes. The same thing that was in mine, the uncertainty, the fear, the anger, the grief. And then when they get to a point where they get it, there's a transformation in the eyes and the actions.
A friend and I spent the rest of the day touring the factory and smell testing Thistle Farm's new lines of scented healing oils. Before I left, I wanted to ask Jennifer where she imagined herself in 5 years.
What does that look like? What do you hope it looks like?
I hope that I am secure mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially enough to where my kids can finally lean on me, because I've been leaning on my kids this whole time, and it's not their job. I want to be one day where when they come to me that I can fully be there for them.
So, Mr. Kristof, you said you wanted someone who's a storyteller, someone who's not afraid to step knee-deep into the muck of other people's lives and unexpectedly come to discover the sneaky ways redemption and hope crop up in some of the most unexpected places. I'm ready to put on my muck boots and hear some stories.